The Cleaner Greener Communities pilot project has enabled the 3 partner organisations, Keep Wales Tidy, BTCV Cymru and Groundwork, to work together for the first time. The project is delivering robust and sustainable support to all communities in the Heads of the Valleys area who want to make a difference to the area they live in. Project staff offer a range of support, from general advice and encouragement to get things moving, through to formal training provision, assistance with grant applications and coordination of capital site improvements. This collaborative model has created an amazingly powerful package, and over this initial 6-month period has already boosted confidence in many community groups to demonstrate their real potential. Let's find out how these firm foundations have been laid to continue this transformation in communities right across the Heads of the Valleys area.
This project is about delivering from very, very small grassroots projects, for example, just local residents who want to go out and clean up their local village, through to giving those volunteers the specific training that they need to go on and find work in those areas, but also to capital projects where we would help the communities with specialist contractors to make real lasting improvements on the sites in their community, the neglected sites.
The fascinating thing we found when we met the community groups to talk about their training needs was certainly their enthusiasm, which was really encouraging. But it was the wide range of things that they wanted so that they could do these things for themselves. So we've ended up running courses varying from practical skills like brush cutting, but we've got a lot of demand now for groups to do things like environmental art, willow weaving, so we organise a course there.
Well, these benches are actually going to be situated on site up in Mardy. A brand new woodland has just been planted there. And these benches will form an actual communal seating area. In between the benches will be standing stones, and basically the benches are actually sort of a meeting area for the entrance to the woodland.
The participants today have learned a lot about the maintenance of the machine, how to maintain the blades of the machine, the health and safety aspects of it, and the pre-safety checks before the use of the machine.
The main thing I've learned is the safety aspect. How easy it is to hurt someone using the instruments that we're using. Do it safely, and especially in areas where there will probably be a lot of other children. The project we've got at the moment is very overgrown. We've got 2 other young people who've done the same course. They need adult supervision, so the 3 of us together ought to be able to clear the site to enable the other young people to work on it.
We started with manual handling training to reduce the possibility of actually straining our backs and so on, and injury. And we're looking at a risk assessment course, which we haven't done yet, to try and improve the way in which we risk assess the projects we're doing.
I think the main thing is that the groups know they can access support to help them to do their projects. I mean, we're not selecting any of these projects. The communities are the ones who come up with the ideas. They're the ones who want to do the work, and all we as the partners are doing is helping them to deliver.
Well, the objective is we get an awful lot of rubbish in the Merthyr area, and I'm pleased to say that Keep Wales Tidy has come here today to help out in clearing all the rubbish up. This little gutter that we're working on here is really a minefield of rubbish, but it's also a great benefit to the community when they can see that the area is being kept clean.
Projects like this are really useful in that you can see an end product at the end of the day. You know, you can come to an area that's not clean, come in, spend a few hours cleaning it up and actually see that you have made a difference, not just for yourself, but for everybody else that lives and works around here.
The worst thing I found today is alcohol bottles and petrol cans.
Well, me and my friends got included in TT Environmental Group, and we cleaned up the litter that was around our estate.
They provided us with expertise, moral support, physical support. The funding has been helpful to start us off, but most of all it's information and intelligence, access to training, access to information, the best way of doing things, advice and so on, which has given us a real kick-start for the project.
As part of the grant applications, we have to do assessments, and what we do is the children do self-assessments, and they will fill out how they felt about the project, and in my experience they're very keen, they want to do more consistently. You know, there's always an appetite for new projects, there's always a good turnout.
We have a wide spectrum of volunteers within the River Care group.
It's primarily led, as you would expect, by the anglers. However, we do have other members of the community, wives, children, neighbours, so it encompasses a wide spectrum within the community.
Well, the best part about this for me is keep Wales tidy, do the litter picking, which what we've done already. You know, BTCV bring training into the equation, and groundwork will actually bring in some muscle, basically. Actually people and adults who are willing to come in and make it suitable for the children, because kids are not going to be using spades digging it out. That's an adult job, and that's what I'm looking to do, and they also have the experience and the know-how to do that.
The last 6 months have shown us a lot. It's shown us just how much we can actually deliver when we work together. Working together is far more effective than working alone, and we have worked with hundreds and hundreds of volunteers now as part of the project, and the last few months particularly, last few weeks have really shown how the spin-offs are generated and working between communities. So you've all of a sudden got groups working with neighbouring groups, which is something we didn't even think would happen.
Well, if we can carry on to train and equip everybody who wants to be involved in cleaner, greener communities, that's going to lead to a long-lasting change in attitude and in behaviour. And that's the kind of sustainable solution that we all want to see.
We've got a formula that works and a partnership we know can deliver it. With continued support, we can hopefully build on these foundations and really transform the environment and communities in the area.